Next, pulse repetition frequency and range ambiguities. The rate at which pulses are transmitted is called pulse repetition frequency. So, the rate of transmission of pulses is called pulse repetition frequency. This pulse repetition frequency is determined by the maximum range at which targets are expected to find. That means if range is more, then we need to reduce the pulse repetition frequency. If range is less, we need to increase the pulse repetition frequency. So the maximum pulse repetition the pulse repetition frequency is determined by the maximum range at which targets are expected. Already we know echo signals received after an interval exceeding pulse repetition period are called second time around echoes or multiple time around echoes. That means the echo signals received after transmission of second pulse, that echoes are called second time around echoes or multiple time around echoes. These multiple time around echoes results in erroneous or confusing range measurements. Due to this multiple time around echoes, that creates some ambiguities in range measurement. So we need to avoid this second time around echoes. This is the pulses. This is first pulse, this is second pulse transmitted, this is third pulse transmitted, this is fourth pulse. So the time period between these two is, for example, capital TP. The reciprocal of that capital TP represent pulse repetition frequency. So this time period T is equal to 1 by Fp. Fp is the pulse repetition frequency. So this is the maximum unambiguous range. If targets are located below this maximum unambiguous range, then there is no problem. For example, if targets are located outside this range, beyond this range, that produce second time around echoes. Here there are three targets: target A, target B, target C. Target A is located within the maximum unambiguous range. Target B is located, B and C are located outside the maximum unambiguous range. So first pulse is transmitted and second pulse is transmitted, third pulse is transmitted, fourth pulse is transmitted. But how the echo signals are received? When echo signal is received, we are transmitting first pulse. Before transmission of first pulse, whether we are receiving echo due to this target or this target or this target, that is important. The echoes due to this target received after transmission of second pulse. Similarly, the echo due to this target C received after transmission of second and third pulse. So, the range measurement for target A is correct and the range measurement for targets B and C is not correct. These are the appearance of echo signals on the A scope within the maximum unambiguous range. Below the maximum unambiguous range, there is no change in echoes due to these all three targets. One more thing, the multiple time around echoes on A scope cannot be distinguished from proper echoes within the maximum unambiguous range. If we displace the echoes on A scope during this maximum unambiguous range, multiple time around echoes are not distinguished from the proper targets. So in this case, due to target A, echoes will receive properly, but due to these two targets, there is some problem. but this is the flat on A scope within the maximum unambiguous range. Within maximum unambiguous range, multiple time around echoes are not distinguished from proper target echoes. But how to detect this? Multiple time around echoes that give rise to ambiguities in range measurement. So here, by varying pulse repetition frequencies, for proper target echoes, this echo will not change, but the echoes from wrong targets will sweep from one place to other place. So whenever we are changing the pulse repetition frequency to identify the multiple time around echoes from proper target echoes, we need to change the pulse repetition frequency. When pulse repetition frequency is changed, then echoes from target A will not change. The echoes from target A will not change, but the echoes from these two targets will sweep. So this is the range measurement of these two targets is not correct. The range measurement for this target is correct. So for proper targets, echo signal will not change. For wrong targets, echo signal will sweep. So when one method of distinguishing multiple time around echoes from unambiguous echoes is to operate with a varying pulse repetition frequency. Varying pulse repetition frequency. Next, transmitter power. The power PT in radar equation is called peak power. If the transmitted waveform is a train of rectangular pulses of width tau and pulse repetition frequency period Tp, which is equal to 1 by Fp. The average power is related to peak power. Okay, this is the on time. This is the total time period, then average time period related to peak power. This is the average power, this is the peak power. Average power is equal to peak power into tau by Tp. 1 by Tp is Fp. So average power is equal to Pt into tau into Fp. Duty cycle is defined as average power by peak power or tau by Tp or tau into Fp. This is the duty cycle expression. In radar equation, if we replace this peak power in terms of average power, then now the range equation in terms of average power. So average power can be written in peak power can be written in terms of average power. Then maximum range R max whole power 4 is equal to, whenever we substitute average power in place of peak power, then Pt is equal to, which equation? This one. Pt. Okay. Pt is equal to P average by tau into Fp. Now this is the expression for R max in terms of average power. Pulse energy. Already we know energy. Energy is equal to power into time. Now replace this peak power by average power, which is actually this peak power is average power by tau into Fp. Here tau, this tau cancel. 1 by Fp is Tp, which is average power by Fp. So this is the energy. The range in terms of energy is given by. So in place of average power by Fp, we can write EP. So in previous expression, replace P average by FP by EP or ET. Take it as not. This is ET.